Alright, you ready?
You've come just at the right time.
It looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before going into battle, eh?
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless small talk, if you ask me.
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now and wring fuckers' necks one by one. And above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nabokov in irons.
That makes two of us. We'll get him. Don't worry. I'm sure Von Burgov has good reasons for caution.
I hope so. And I'd rather get this messenger business off my back too.
Well, get back to enjoying life without the tiresome duties of a nobleman.
You bet. We'll live it up when we get back home. But now, let's go and hear what Sorotto has to say to us.
I'm hoping for some good drink and crispy roast meat while we listen.
Let's go then, before there's nothing but bones and empty pitchers left.
Lord Capon and his page. At last.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench! Pour Lord Capon some wine.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov. And perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the Kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said. Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ori?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
Should I take that to mean there's a possibility you'll send us home empty-handed, sir?
What are you saying? I told you our agreement stands. So it stands. As soon as we are finished with that rebel, I shall write a reply to your letter. But now to the business at hand, my friends. We discussed this long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nabokov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunate.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord Chamberlain's plan is?
Of course you may. It's nothing complicated. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade.
Very
and
nice to
catch
share
that
all
rebel
of this
by
information
surprise.
with one of the
They
mates.
won't know what hit them. Ha ha!
I'm sorry, sir. But isn't that kind of frontal assault needlessly risky?
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Capon.
Well, that wouldn't be my plan.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has more experience of soldiering than your chamberlain. He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribyslavitz and the siege of Talmberg, and I think he'd be more useful.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very experienced for someone his age. But I'd rather entrust my forces to someone more mature. You're not offended, I hope. Ori.
Oh, perish the thought, sir.
It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this castle is standing. I have complete faith in his abilities.
My friend, send your servant to the smithy for armor and to see him.
Catherine, sir.
To see Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out as soon as the sun rises. Be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a moment, Lord Chamberlain.
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today. The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory. Ha ha ha!
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow, I expect you to display your knightly valor for our rightful and joint cause.
Hey, Henry, what are you playing?
I've got your armor and wine for the journey.
Let's see what von Berghoff sent me then.
I'm gonna give that blacksmith Ostener a kick up the ass.
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Well, if it hadn't been for me.
What about you? Ready for battle?
Yes, let's do this.
Ready. We can go.
Excellent. Mount up then. I can't wait till we smash those whoresons' faces in. Hold. Damn it. But so what? Let's go. I can't wait to put that fraud from Navarkov in irons.
How was the Hungarian wine, gentlemen? I hope you don't have sore heads this morning.
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear. A real knight knows how to behave on the eve of a battle.
What about your faithful servant and protector here?
I'm ready for battle, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe. I hope you don't have anything against me escorting you today, Lord Capon.
I can't say what an honor it is for me. I suppose someone doesn't want me to mess up again, eh?
But Lord Capon, taking care of our guests is right and proper.
You, Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting too many bloodstains on you today.
We all have our orders, and mine are to defeat that band of scoundrels in Nabarkov. Why dally then when we have work to do? To battle, gentlemen! Open the gate! We're moving out.
Yeah, let's just hope me keeping silent about Samin doesn't cause more trouble than I hope it does. Oh good, I've got some armor now.
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force.
True enough.
And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ.
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Nebac was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Yeah, I think I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
Weigh your words carefully, young man. You didn't fare any better yourselves.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'll be a lot more...
Alright.
What the? My God! Where?
I still can't quite do that.
Hey! Can't get out.
Give me your hand! Nice strike! Come on! God's sake! Get out, Henry!
Coming.
Back off, bastard! No, it's really pissed me off!
Oh, so I'm back to my regular armor now. Okay.
I have to get out of here! We can't go back! What you're made of! We can't go way through! Quick! Down the path! Hey! Behind you!
I'll be done with you in a flash. I'll beat you to a bloody
No, you don't! No! And we can go home! Oh, good strike! And we can go home! That's it! He's done! You asked for it! What are those fancy moves, for fuck's sake? Let him have it! That's it, home. Yeah! Smash his face in!
Capon!
Henry!
Hands!
Help me!
Christ, I have to go to him!
Let him have it!
Come on, Scott.
Get it from behind! Right from the body! Fucking and one for dear old Ma! Good! He's still standing! You got it!
Capon! Where the hell is he?
Help me!
I have to go to him!
Chamberlain Ulrich! We have to help the fool! Do you hear, Henry? I need you here!
You're dead.
Hey! Henry, cover up!
Hurry, you fool!
My legs! This is not your fault!
Help me! Quick!
You've no chance against me!
My God!
Henry! Grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here! We have to get away! So help him!
I'm trying.
I'm here! I'll help you!
Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards! Curs!
Fuck me! Ulrich dead! Let's get out of here!
No, I can't loot him. Alright.
Capon!
Help me!
Hans! Christ, I have to go to him.
To me! Get him from behind! Slice him up!
No, you don't. Yeah. Don't spare it.
Three. Get the time to move. But fuck! There's more of them behind me. Good. Fuck! We've got to get out of here. There's more of them coming. Now I'll show you.
Yeah. Don't spare it.
Right! There must be a way through somewhere. Make them
Take that.
clear over! Got it! He's done for! Wanker! Clog me in with three times!
Keep the wonder you're still standing.
Keep on, are you still alive?
There must be a way through somewhere. Make it fast!
Okay, I can't do anything when you're stuck like that.
Come on, find a way out of here! I'll slow them down!
Okay, I can't go through there.
Get on then.
Done for! We have to go down! Down to the mill and across the stream! Christ! It's the same everywhere! What a massacre!
He's had it!
Young fucker. Come on then.
You asked for it!
Young fucker.
We have to get to the mill! We'll lose them on the other side of the stream!
Shit! He's nearly got me. Take that fucker out, damn it!
You've got it! We're forging down to the mill!
Spare him!
Oh, great. What now?
Hans? Hans! Look at me! Hans!
That'll do!
We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon Klackstein.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor. But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
We're better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now what is a coward turned to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck. And your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth. You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel. Who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight.
You think so, huh?
Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot.
I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. If he's good enough, I'll let him live. So, my boy, let's see what you got.
Jesus! I'm hit!
Is that what you call
like
fighting like a man?
Bastard! You've no chance against me! Shut up! You've no chance against me!
Fuck off with
Now
that.
that's what I call an opener! You're no match for me! Cut the bullshit and fight! You can't take me! Come on! Let's see what you're made of! You're a dead man! You know that! Cut the bullshit and fight! You can't take me!
Well, that was easy.
Damn it! You're good.
Shishka, you all right?
So, do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. and then boots you right in the balls. All I wanted was a quiet life. Nothing more. Take it easy. Have a bit of fun now and again. Will not piss anyone off too much. Apart from the Uzit's bailiff. But that's a different matter. But there's spiteful tongues everywhere. Well, you know how it is. And they complained about me to the man up above.
What? Him?
No! The bishop!
And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What disgrace? A man has to enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick you out for nothing, though, could they?
Well, I might not be entirely blameless. I threw up during a sermon and beat up the bailiff.
Holy fucking shit!
So actually, it suited me fine when Anush and Radzig's boys went missing. My nag Bibiana is happy to stretch her legs a bit. She's so unused to it.
What boys are you looking for?
It's no secret. I need to find them.
I'll be glad to help.
It's these two young fellas that recently set off for trust. One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a smart-ass smith. Does that ring a bell?
Ah, Sakra. Everyone who was at the Semine wedding knows them two. They caused such a ruckus that they was nabbed and locked up in Trotsky.
Well, I never.
Well, Father, the thing is, a big force left the castle this morning, and they were ambushed in the ravine near the Barkov Mill. A terrible massacre. Folks say all hell broke loose there.
Folks do like talking about hell.
Seriously. I heard the Trotsky Chamberlain himself copped it, and most likely...
What? Who's that? You said they were locked up.
Annie and Kuba from the Barkov Mill saw it. They managed to get away when it all started. Ask them yourself if you want. They're in the barn.
They could be mistaken, though, couldn't they?
Well, if you want to be sure, from the inn, follow the... Oh, by all accounts, them bodies are still lying there.
Surely not all of them. Those two lads are as tough as... Well, thank you, in any case.
Hope dies last. I'm sorry I haven't better news for you. Safe travels, Father.
God bless you.
If he says it's all right, I'll be happy to help.
That's just what we need.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's always the common folks that suffer the most.
Please, God, make Kuba better again. I beg you.
What the fuck is going on with the dress?
God be with you.
Me?
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. In the evening, some men burst in on us, and then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell itself. Awful.
Easy.
Branches snapping. We tried to flee, but...
We hid until it was all over. They took some captives.
I'm looking for two friends. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page.
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, they was hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure?
I'm just saying what
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God?
Before Almighty God? Well, maybe. I mean, it was all a bit chaotic, that's true.
Well, who were those cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colors. We know his men. They ride...
I'll leave you to get some rest. Da Deus Fortunae.
Oh, was that Latin?
Aye, I'm a priest.
Merciful Mother of God. Maybe he'll get better if you put a...
Of course. I'd be happy to. Benedictio.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Father. Here, take this and pray for us, please.
All right. Of course I will. Farewell, my friends.
I hope we can go back to the mill soon, if it's not burnt.
Alright.
Looks like a Turkish raiding party swept.
Stop! What are you... Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step, and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, Father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle is what happened, and the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein and his page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is. Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest. Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas. We'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double. Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
Prepare to fight!
I'll be done with you in a flash!
Coming, eh?
Fuck you!
We'll kick! Smash him on the head!
You won't get him!
You're no match. Hey! You nearly knocked his block off! Oh! Get him!
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Let him have it! Fuck! That was something! They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves!
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domini.
You really know how to wield a sword? Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that? And leave God out of it this time?
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age?
Till recently, I was the parish priest in Ujits, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not gonna dig graves for those fuckers.
Leave them to rot without a Christian burial. Nobody deserves that. Not even enemies. And besides, those corpses could attract wolves from the forest.
Sod the wolves. Let them fill their bellies.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What castle?
Nabokov. Although, castle might be a strong word for it.
Open the gate!
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him.
I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
God be with you, Captain. I expect you're the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
And you don't look much like the lord of this fortress. I don't even know your name.
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this fortress. And they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything. But they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Bergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it, believe me. But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, Father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergau, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops!
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do. Looks like you know how to use a blade. Fighting Turks will teach you that. Hungary? Kosovo.
All that he needs to do is just move to the left as he... Okay, I guess not.
If you help me, I'll let them go.
Wait, so why are we working with this guy?
Up and at them! Kill them to the last man!
You won't get away with that, bastard! He's dead!
I need a hand here! Bloody pulp fucker!
We'll finish this quickly.
Yeah, don't spare him!
We'll kick you. I've been waiting.
Do I have any bandages? Because I'm about to die. Wait, do I have any...
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
It looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toff and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late!
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are? Where's my sword? Who is this? Madman? Surely you're not gonna listen to some vagabond? What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
What's he talking about?
Well, you clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows!
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered! Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
What do you want here, you swine?
I'm doing what I do best, and you're getting in my way again. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
Don't believe him. He's a common bandit. He did the same at my hometown. Attacked castles, murdered, and plundered.
I was given a direct order by my lord, who is yours too. And I'm carrying it out as best as I can.
Behind bars?
Like I said, if everything had gone to plan, it wouldn't be us in this dungeon, but Zizka. But don't worry, sir. I haven't said my final word yet.
Well, I don't want to be too hasty, but all right, I'll take your word for it. For the moment. You'll regret it if you're lying to me.
No doubt.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zizka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come.
Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine!
You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell!
Eric! We're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No! We've got to flee now!
There'll be time when we meet again. What the fuck was that?
Fuck it!
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can you even deliver a letter?
I will get those fuckers.
They're riding to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You and me both.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zhishka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know about his past, but it seems he's changed his mind and sided with King Wenceslas. After all, we came here to try to make Lord von Bergov and the League of Lords turn against Sigismund.
Jobst can be very convincing, and then all of a sudden his dagger's in your back. I've seen him twist and turn so many times that I don't believe a word he says. Be that as it may, what you said means we, here and now, really are on the same side.
Aye. But what I want to know is how it came about that instead of delivering a letter, those boys joined our enemy.
How? We had a common enemy, that's how. As soon as we arrived, we were attacked by Zhizka here and his men. They murdered our company, took our message, and on top of that, they had Istvan with them.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zhizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
How did you manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on! I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. Positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too.
How did Semine come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Berghoff is traitor-in-chief.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Berghoff, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Berghoff.
You killed all my men! They were good lads!
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's...
Tell that to Oates.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know?
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Yeah, war is a nasty business, but your men wanted to rape innocent women. There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody.
Well, that is true.
Like I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best. It's hard to keep them reined in sometimes, but I...
Did you want to kill von Berghoff?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Berghoff's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything.
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Berghoff instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between...
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region, and his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort.